All right, where are we here?
We're up to
watch this
watching
bitches.
stuff.
Yes.
So did you watch the Game of Thrones finale?
I did watch it. Of course we watched. Everybody watched it.
I didn't watch it.
Everybody's been watching the show.
I didn't watch it. Shipwreck didn't watch it.
But I said everybody's been watching the show.
I watched the season
I said
finale.
everybody's been watching the show.
I watched the season finale of Arrow.
That's great, but we're talking about the Game of Thrones.
Let me tell you what happened on Arrow.
Why don't you go back to Twitter?
Tell me about Game of Thrones.
It sucked.
Huh.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's a fine. I'm not personally
It's a
offended by
fine?
it.
It's a fine.
No, it's fine.
It's
that
a
I'm
fine.
not. The show was not fine. It sucked. But I'm fine with it having sucked. It didn't ruin my life, and it didn't ruin the show for me. I still, had many enjoyable hours watching it. It's just they had no idea how to finish the show, and that's fine. They didn't nail it, in my opinion. Some people liked it, and that's fine too. But Mrs. Cheapy and I both thought it was really dumb, and the more we thought about it, just the more dumb it was, as opposed to a show like Breaking Bad, where the more I thought about the finale, the better it was.
Or the Bob Newhart show.
Or the Bob Newhart show, which I often think about.
That was a good ending. Newhart had it's like the best ending of all time. I love that ending.
Better than Knight Rider?
I don't recall the ending of Knight Rider, but I'm going to say yes.
Me neither.
Yeah. The ending of Newhart, though, is probably the best.
They should have gone with that for Game of Thrones.
They totally should have done it. But then again...
What happened?
But who on... So at the end of Newhart, if you watch that show, he ran the inn and it was all the wacky cast of characters. And then at the very last minute, he wakes up from sleeping. And he tells his wife, I had the craziest dream. And then the wife gets up, but it's not Mary Fran from Newhart. It's Suzanne Plachette from the Bob Newhart show. The
show before that.
Old show.
The show he had before that
Wow.
that was on for a very long time.
So it was all a dream.
So so Newhart was a dream,
dream
had by the character from his last show.
That's pretty funny.
And it was very funny. And it was a big surprise.
It's a lot more complicated to do a finale for a show like Game of Thrones, of course, than like a comedy show.
I understand that.
But it was almost comical how they ended it.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was.
Did they kill everybody? Because that's how I was hoping it was going to end.
That's how it
just
should have ended.
And everybody's dead.
Ooh, they
It
should have been
had-
killed by
honestly-
dinosaurs.
Right. Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, a big comet hits. And that's just the end of Game of Thrones.
As I don't consider this a spoiler, but whatever. It had a surprisingly happy ending. It was almost like,
That's tough for you.
yeah, I don't want that. I'm not looking for that
Right.
necessarily. It was, and at one point in the show, and again, this is not a spoiler, but at one point in the show, I turned to Mrs. Cheevy and I said, and then Poochie returned to his home planet, because it was just some scene reminded me like that. And of course, I won't say which one, but I don't know. It was lame. What else we got here in Watch This Bitches?
We have... Oh, did you... I doubt you watched it because it came out today, but I watched it on the train because it was only a half hour. The new Lonely Island musical poem, The Bash Brothers.
It's a musical poem.
It's their musical poem about Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco. Basically, from what I've been told, because I never saw it, it's a spoof on Beyonce's thing that she did. But this is funny, and it's all about Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire.
Oh, Lemonade?
Yeah.
Lemonade?
Yeah. But, and it's a half hour long, and it's basically a bunch of different music videos mushed together into a half hour. It's The Lonely Island. If you like that humor and their videos like I do, then yes. Did you like Popstar?
I haven't watched that yet, and I know it's supposed to be really good. It's because I just can't convince Mrs. Cheapy to watch it.
Oh, it's so good.
I know.
So good. But yeah, Bash Brothers. It's on Netflix, so it's a half hour. Go watch it. What else are you going to do?
I could go see Aladdin tomorrow.
Why?
I don't know. I like Aladdin.
Does your son have school tomorrow?
No.
Neither does mine.
That's what I'm saying. I can go see Aladdin tomorrow. I actually already bought tickets to see Sunday, but I saw the reviews weren't so good. So I was thinking of, getting a refund on the tickets and maybe just going with Ty tomorrow because, he's
Yeah.
home and it'd be cheaper.
You can't
And
get.
Mrs. Chibi doesn't want to
You mean he didn't get tickets through cinema?
Cinemia, you mean?
Whatever it was called.
You mean, yeah. No, I didn't.
Aw.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gonzo.
Like the
sad.
Ouya.
Like the
Like the-
Ouya.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and
That
Dress
was
Barn.
that was sad news that the Ouya service is shutting down.
I didn't even know that it was still operating.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing still.
I just assumed it had shut down ages ago.
They had a good run.
I'm sure
they?
there was someone out there that was still using it for something.
I wouldn't call it a good run.
It had a run. It had
It was a run.
there was some fire to it when it was announced.
They made a thing.
There was, for sure. That was the run. That was the good run.
Right.
Yeah.
The very beginning.
It had that hockey game on it.
People were into it at first. They're like, "Yeah, I've always wanted to play Android phone games on my TV. Hook it to my veins," they
All
said.
right, it's dead. We don't have to make fun of it.
No.
I can make
But
fun
I-
of whatever I want.
I know. But I was really talking to myself because I was trying to make jokes in my mind about it. But
It's not necessary.
I was just
It's
thinking
not
out loud.
necessary. Yeah.
It's not. It's dead. It's dead, Jim.
Oh, what is this about a Star Wars movie?
Yeah, apparently they're making a movie about KOTOR.
Okay.
The old KOTOR. I haven't read the news story yet, but I thought somebody might look at it before.
Whatever.
The script isn't even done yet, but apparently it's being worked on. And
Who's writing it?
Yeah, let's let this thing breathe for a little while.
while.
yeah,
Okay, I'm bad at this. Calogridis, who wrote Alita Battle Angel, is writing the screenplay.
Was that known for its screenplay?
Maybe?
No. In other Watch This Bitches news, they're making a sequel to Kung Fury. Did you guys watch Kung Fury?
Sure.
Nope.
You didn't?
No.
How did you miss that one, Wombat?
It's pretty fantastic.
She also wrote Shutter Island. So, that's something.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
First of all, Wombat, watch Kung Fury as soon as possible.
Okay.
I think it's on YouTube, I think, and Netflix.
Okay.
But it was basically a Kickstarter funded movie that came out, and it was super popular. And now Arnold Schwarzenegger and Michael Fassbender are going to be in the sequel. So that's pretty good. It's pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But that movie's it's so fucking. I let Ty watch it, even though it's not appropriate. But I had seen it beforehand, so I deemed it appropriate in this case.